This episode,
I don't know anything. I'm
I
excited
know,
though.
I know, but it's gonna be the Bachelorette, Elaine's edition, and Elain from ACOTAR.
This is reading between the lines.
Okay, so I did like a full-on like preparation for this because I actually love The Bachelor and Bachelorette, and I'm currently watching it, like the new season, Chef's Kiss. The Bachelor is so hot, like oh my God. Anyways,
That's the only part that I'll agree with you. I don't watch it because it's literally the trashiest trash ever. But
it's very dramatic. It's really
yeah,
funny. I was dying last night watching it.
he is very good looking. I
He
will
is
admit.
really good looking. I
He
know.
is. Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm ready.
So the first one, the first contestant that will step out of the limo is Lucian, obviously.
Ew. Immediate reaction.
What do you think Elaine's reaction is going to be? She's be like, okay.
She would literally be like, no. This guy like yelled at me that I was his mate, and he would be, or she would be like, no.
No, you know what I think would happen? I think all of the rest of the people I'm gonna say will show up first, and then Lucian is gonna be the ex that would be like show up halfway through the season, be like, "Can we talk?"
Oh my God. Yes, that's exactly it. Actually, though, he'd be like, "You need to stop doing this. Actually, we're mates." So like,
Yeah, I honestly think that would be it. So the first one that would step out of the limo, it would probably be Azriel.
and then
For
the competition would be over.
no, they have to give people time. I mean, obviously, if I saw Azriel compared to everyone else, I'd be like, okay, yeah, you're the one. But for episode's sake, Azriel would step out of the limo. Or honestly, have you
You
seen
know,
The Bachelor or Bachelorette? Like, have you watched it at all?
yeah.
Okay, so what do you think like Azriel's opening line would be? Like, do you think he would just like fly in?
N no, he would winnow in, I think. I don't think he'd fly.
Can he winnow?
Yeah, I thought he
Okay,
could.
I can't remember.
Because I think he winnows Cassian sometimes.
Okay,
I think. I could be wrong, but he would. He would choose the dramatic entrance. He would either winnow or he would fly in, I think.
and
And it'd
then
be
do you
like a
think?
dramatic landing.
Yeah, and like I feel like he's a freak, but like I feel like he won't like come off like that right away.
No, he'd be the shy guy.
Yeah,
That's what
he'd
he
be
would,
the shy one.
yeah, he'd be like, hi, you know what I mean? Like he'd be super shy or whatever.
I feel like he would just like introduce himself and not do like anything too crazy with
No.
like the he will winnow or fly in,
Hmm.
and that would be it. And then he would just say his name.
Are we going about this as if she's never met them before?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because he would
Besides
probably,
Lucian.
right, right. Basically, he would show up and just be like, I'm the shadow singer of the night court. And basically that would be it. And it'd be like mic drop, and then he would walk away. Like I seriously feel like he wouldn't say anything else.
Yeah, same.
He'd
Same.
just be like, yeah, I'm the shadow singer. And like his siphons would shine or whatever, and then that'd
Oh
be
yeah,
it.
yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I agree. Okay. No, because that's literally what I have for occupation for Azrael is Shadow Singer and Spy for the Night Court. And he is 538 years old.
Perfect age, prime age.
We'll post this on our Instagram too if you want to go look at
Yes.
it. But the flaws for Azrael is was obsessed with the same woman for 500 years and still couldn't get her.
That's not his fault though. It's not his fault.
No, but at some point you should have just let it go.
Fair. Okay.
And his goals is to find a mate because his best friends all have mates.
Is that his ultimate goal though?
I mean, everyone's goal on The Bachelor is like find the love of my life, find a partner, find a husband for my kids.
Right, but I don't think that he was ever that way.
So
Except
what
now maybe that Silver Flames is done, maybe. But I feel like he's also like Uncle Azrael. You know, now like I just feel like that's just his vibe. So maybe he's just like, yeah, I'm looking, yeah, maybe you're right, like family man situation. Like I don't see him being like one night stand, you know?
yeah, no. Yeah,
Okay,
I completely agree.
that's
Okay.
his goal. Okay, who we have
Yes.
next? Or does
Next,
there one?
Tamlin.
Cool.
Now he has a disadvantage
Cool.
going after Azriel. He is recently single. He is
Cool.
over 500 years old. The age is not specific. His occupation is High Lord of the Spring Court. His flaws are
Get out the freaking roll of his flaws. Goodness gracious, we're gonna be here for 45 days.
controlling, he's a bit controlling, and he plays the fiddle, which I put as a flaw, but now that I think about it, I feel like that might be his entrance. Like, what if he just plays her a song on his fiddle as like an entrance?
Okay, that's not what I thought of, but
Like the
that's
pipe,
hilarious.
like the piper from Shrek. Have you seen like it was like Shrek 4 or something? They play and the witches like just go flying.
Oh my God, stop. I wish this could be real. That'd be hilarious.
And his other flaw is that he dated Feyre, Elaine's sister.
Yep.
Yeah. So, that's a bit of a red flag that he's like hopping from one sister to the other, and Elaine knows.
Would you use when you said he plays the fiddle and that could be his entrance?
Yeah.
My brain went.
Oh my God.
Anyways, it's fine. Do you think that we read bad books? That's okay. That's literally what you made it sound like.
I didn't mean to.
Okay, anyways,
Anyways,
did you say he's blonde? You said he's blonde.
he is blonde. Yeah, I didn't say that
That's
as a
a
flaw, but
flaw.
he is blonde. And he has long hair.
Yeah, that's a flaw.
Yeah.
Okay, his goals?
His goals is to get his life together, because he might be a High Lord, but he has no people in the Spring Court that really like him. His fiance left him at the altar. All his best friend left him for the girl he's currently, trying to win over. So he may have some ulterior motives too, to maybe get closer to Feyre, get Lucian back, you know.
That wouldn't be allowed to happen, but yes, probably. He's gonna try that again. Let's see what happens.
I'm just saying,
No, I know.
we don't know why he's there. It's a controversial pick. People think that he will become the villain later in the season.
Yep, I see it. Okay. Okay.
Okay. Next one is Eris.
Mm,
Now, we don't know much about Eris. He's a bit mysterious.
he's a cocky human being.
Yes. His age is unknown.
Old. He's old. I mean, he's gotta be 500, 600.
He has to be around there. Yeah. I think he's around the same age as like Azriel.
Or is he? Oh, I guess Azrael's the same age as Rysand. So yeah, because they were all in the war together.
Yeah.
Okay.
Occupation, the oldest son of the High Lord of the Autumn Court, and he is the general of the Autumn Court's forces.
And
Um,
the Autumn Court has issues.
the Autumn Court does have a lot of issues. Like, do you want to go into that family?
Yeah, they have issues. And I could see later Tamlin and Eris getting into it because of the past.
I could definitely see that too. Yeah,
Okay.
100%. His goals, unknown. Like I said, we don't really know much about Eris's mind, how it works, what he wants. But he's leaning towards going against the Autumn Court and going towards like the good side, but like we don't really know. We don't really know. And then the flaws is he has a complicated history with Moore, and he refuses to share about it. So, one, the history could make him look bad, and two, he keeps secrets.
He does keep secrets. He doesn't share anything
Yeah.
with anyone.
Hmm.
Cap,
What do you think his entrance would be, though?
he would try to play like the cunning, like super mysterious. Like, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he,
Well, I feel like he's pretty bold when he um wanted to marry Nesta, he was pretty bold, which that's another fault. Like he wanted Nesta first.
right. But I feel like he would be confident, but in a very like mysterious way, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I feel like his pickup line would be like I feel like he would take a long time thinking about his pickup line.
Yeah.
I don't know what it would be though, because we don't really know much about Eris. I feel like
But whatever he says, it's always like it's a compliment or it's like it's something that has to always go back to him. Like he's a little self-centered. So I feel like it would be something like that,
yeah.
you know?
Oh, yeah.
Cap.
I think he would just call like Elaine like beautiful or something, and then
I
I
feel
don't
like
know.
he'd be darker than that, but yeah.
I feel like he'd definitely look her up and down.
Yeah, he would definitely do like the like long pause, like
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So you think he would just like get out of the limo and no like crazy entrance?
No, he would just no, honestly, he'd probably just look at her.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Like that, like he would just give the stare. That would be it.
Yeah.
Cap.
Okay. Um, Tarkin. Is that how you say his name?
Oh,
Tark.
the High Lord of the Summer Court? Tark
Is it Tarquin or Tarkin?
Tarquin. Tarquin. How's
Tarquin?
it spelled?
Tarquin.
Tarquin.
Tarquin. Okay. So he's young, younger than all of these other people. He's
Yep.
80.
Yep.
He is the High Lord of the Summer Court. So, a nice life there, I feel like. You have
It fits her vibe. It fits the vibe.
it fits the vibe. Goals wants to break the social divide between high fae and lesser fae.
He wants to be a peacemaker.
Yes. He's not very self-absorbed, it doesn't seem like.
No.
And his flaws, again, was attracted to Feyre. And now he's here for Elaine.
Yeah. And his entrance, he would be very like friendly. Like he would like just be like super friendly right away, super chatty, I think. Like I don't think like he there's no mystery in it. Like he would just be super chatty right away.
Yes, and I feel like he'd be the one that Elaine would be like, "Oh, I just like love talking to him. Like it's so easy to talk to him." And I feel
Yep.
like I'm not nervous or anything.
Because he would be a better friend than he probably would be a mate or boyfriend,
Hmm.
husband
Yes.
situation.
Yes.
Are we gonna do a little like, I mean, everybody knows who Elaine is, but are we gonna do like a little, here's Elaine, here's her flaws.
Yeah, we can.
Elaine, her problems. No, I'm just kidding. She's what is she 18? But then she went into the cauldron, so she's Farrah's age, whatever that means.
Yeah. She's a
And
little older than Feyre, so she's a little older than 18, I think.
okay, but in Faye years, we don't know.
Well, that's the same, isn't it? It's just Faye lived longer.
Yeah, maybe.
So let's just say she's 20.
Okay, she's 20. She is the sister to Farah, who's the High Lady of the Night Court. Elaine has all this trauma that she has not worked out yet from everything that happened with Farah in the Night Court. And she also has trauma from Lucian, who yelled that they were mates right after she went into the cauldron. So her flaws is that she just, A, is kind of self-centered too, because she didn't do anything for her family when they were starving and dying. That happened. She didn't help when, like, Nesta was going through her stuff, Pharaoh was going through her stuff. They're fighting the king of Hybern, whatever. And she's a bit of a wild card actually because she did stab him.
Yeah.
We didn't see that coming.
Yeah, you
So,
never really know. Like she comes out off really quiet, really
hmm
um shy, I would say.
yeah.
She likes quieter activities like gardening.
She
Cook.
loves gardening. Yep. And I obviously her goal is to meet somebody. We don't know what that looks like yet though, because I feel like she again is a wild card. And but she sees both of her sisters having these very powerful men as their mates.
Yes. And her past relationship left her scarred because the man that she was supposed to marry ended the engagement when she turned Fae, which she didn't want to, but she was forced to. And he didn't love her how she needed to be loved. And instead, he
Yeah, it
did
was a little
take
traumatic.
her. So, you know,
Listen, again, I say she has trauma that she hasn't worked through yet, and that's a problem.
yeah.
Anyways,
Anyways,
so that's who's batting for all these men.
so they each get time with her. And it's a good amount of time since there's not a lot of men. Um,
But they can't do anything, right?
they can kiss her.
Oh, that's it, though.
Yeah, that's usually what happens.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So they can kiss her. They talk about a lot of things. Like a lot of times people want to be vulnerable at first, but then sometimes they just want to like get to know them a little bit, see what their personality is like. Sometimes they have games that they play, you know. So I honestly think Tamlin would play her music. He'd probably trauma dump on her and be like, yeah, like the woman I was engaged to, she destroyed my life and just went and married my enemy. And,
Yeah, he
I'm
totally
just
would.
sitting here and I was, drinking my life away. And I thought, I might look for a mate and that will make my life better.
Oh, and I have anger management issues and completely destroyed my entire mansion, but it's fine.
Yeah, I just try to
I'll
protect.
rebuild it for you.
No, for real. And he's gonna be like, I'll do anything to protect you. And then she'll be like, oh, that's so sweet. Anything? And then, the hidden motive is like, actually, he would lock you up in the house to protect you.
He would
Which,
also he would try to do like the same thing that he did with Farah, where he like was like, "You can paint, you should paint," and but he would like let her like garden and all of the land that they have
Mhm.
and whatever. Like I think that could be a thing too, and she would love that.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I think he would probably play her some music on his fiddle.
He definitely would,
Yeah.
which is gives such the ick. Like that's just awful.
Yeah. And he would try to steal her right away. Like he would be the first to talk to her, I feel like.
Yeah, he would. He'd be like,
Okay.
"I'm in."
Yes. And then I think he would want to kiss her, but he wouldn't.
No, I don't think he would.
I don't think he would. Okay, Asriel is next. And he would probably just like see how she's doing, check in on her, I feel like,
He
and
would be
make
like, "Whatever you want to do."
yeah, exactly.
Didn't they have a garden for her, like
Yeah.
on top of the townhouse or something?
What if he brought her like unique flowers from like different places he's traveled?
He would do that.
I feel like he would do that. And then he would like explain
Yeah, he would.
every flower. And then
Yep.
there'd probably be like a flower that has like a really cute meaning or
Yep.
something. And he'd probably find a flower that literally is named Elaine or something. I
Yeah,
don't know.
no, literally. He would like, yeah, he totally.
Yeah.
And also I feel like he would obviously like she's been at the night court, but like they would do like something under the stars because that's what the night court is for. Like I feel like even though she's more of a sunshiny girl, I feel like they would do that.
Yeah, I feel like I don't think they kissed the first night because I feel like Ezra's too respectful for that. But I feel like they like she like he would put his arm around her and they would just stare up at the stars, just like randomly
Yeah.
talking. Like I feel like it'd be like a cute moment like that.
No shadows yet. Does that
What?
count? No shadows? Does that count? Does shadows count?
For what?
Like using shadows?
You can use shadows.
Yeah, I feel like maybe the second time.
The second time I feel like, yeah.
He
Okay.
would test the waters.
Yeah. No, because I feel like Elaine would be like question, like be like, oh, what's a shadow singer? And like what do you do with that? And then
And
he'd
he would
probably
be like, "Let me show you."
yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Next is Eris.
Eris would try to just show who he is. Like he would like not care about her in any way. Like he wouldn't trauma dump like Tamlin, but he would be like, "This is the Autumn Court. Like this is the," you know what I mean? Like he would do that sort of thing. I feel
Yeah,
like,
I could see that. I could see him like talking about his job a lot.
yeah. And I feel like he would take her to the Autumn Court and like show her all the plants and like the stuff in the Autumn Court. Like I could definitely see that.
Right?
What?
The first night,
Yeah.
you think he'd just be like, let's take a quick trip and just like
Yes. I feel like he would be bold enough to do that. He would definitely kiss her too. 100%.
I think he would kiss her too.
Yeah, like there's no, he was too cocky. Like he would totally.
Yeah.
He
Okay.
like thinks that he's gonna win it.
Yeah, 100%. Okay, Tarquin. I feel like that they would be just like like talk about the most random things, I feel like. And they would just have
Yeah.
like a good time. I don't think he'd kiss her though. Like I feel like they would just be like vibing.
He would also bring her one of the necklaces from all of the jewels that he has that he doesn't want. He
Yeah.
would bring one of those for her. And it would be like pink, I think. Like it would fit like her vibe.
Yeah, I agree.
Like he would try to like do that, but like as a friend.
Yeah,
Like totally.
100%, yeah.
Okay.
Who gets the first rose? Azrael, I feel like.
Really?
The first rose. Actually,
I was gonna
I
say Tarquin.
I was okay, yeah, honestly Tarquin, I feel like
Because
because I feel
because
like
he
Elaine
would,
would really chill because she's kind of like shy around Azrael.
yeah. And I feel like he would be too friendly to not. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Like he would play the friend sort of card, and I feel like she would, yeah.
like that. Yeah, I agree. And then who gets sent home the first night?
Eris.
Really?
No, I don't know.
I was gonna say Tamlin.
Is that just because you don't like him?
No, because he dated. He actually was engaged to Feyre.
But I feel like Elaine is closer to Nesta, and so that because Eris tried to get with Nesta,
True. True.
and I
And
feel like she would not like the cockiness.
true. And Tamlin did try to impress her with and like,
Yeah,
about a few other things, and Aries would probably just talk about himself.
yeah. I
Not
don't
saying
want to say
that
that
Aries
Tamlin has the redeeming character, but I feel like he could be a little bit redeemed. A little bit.
I also feel like he would gaslight her into thinking that he was a good guy. I mean, Aries, I feel like is pretty straightforward. But I feel like Tamlin would gaslight Elaine into thinking that he's a
Tamlin
good guy for
gaslit all of us thinking that he was a good guy, and yet here we are.
yeah. But I think at first Elaine would be like, "Oh, he's not that bad," and he'd stay around for a little bit.
Yeah, she'd be like, "Oh, spring, ah," and
Yeah,
then,
they could honestly bond over that.
yep, and
Like their
then
love for
something would
spring.
happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Eris is gone.
Get him out.
Okay. The first, who gets the first one-on-one? Tarquin, probably.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that because that's what they did this season on The Bachelor. The first. Rose was the first one-on-one. So
I also
Tark,
think that makes the most sense.
yeah. So Tarquin gets the first one-on-one. Um, what do you think they do? What like activity?
I think he takes her out on the sea in the summer court.
Like on the boat, on a boat.
Yes.
Yeah, I
And
could see.
like and like gives her like a history lesson sort of, like he did with Farah.
Yeah, and shows her like all the beautiful places.
Yeah,
And they'd
definitely.
have like a cute little picnic on the boat.
Yeah. Yep.
And
Definitely.
then do you think he'd kiss her? I think he would.
No, I don't.
Really?
No.
You don't think he'd kiss her? Okay. So he
No,
wouldn't
I
kiss
don't.
her. He'd still wait. He's still playing the friend card at first.
Yep. I
Being
think
res-
he would give her another piece of jewelry again too, though. I definitely think he would.
Yeah. Do you think he'd do like little things like put it like his arm around her or kiss her hand or something like that? Like the
Yeah.
little gestures of affection he would
Yep.
probably do.
Yep.
Okay. I agree. 100%. And do you think he would get a rose on the date? Or would she send him home?
I don't know.
I feel like she'd give him a rose.
What?
I feel like she'd give him a rose.
Again, I think that she would like he would just keep he would be in the lead the whole time
Yeah.
because he's the friend.
Yeah, I agree. And I feel like she might be like too nice, like to like send anyone home on a like a one-on-one. Like
Unless
I
it's
feel like
Tamlin.
what?
Unless it's Tamlin.
Well, yeah, but who says that he's gonna get a one-on-one? He might go home week two.
Fair. Okay.
Okay, so Tarquin gets a rose. The group date has Azriel Tamlin on it.
Ew.
Um, what do you think they would do? I feel like it would do something with what Elain likes to do. Like she likes gardening. So maybe they do like go to like a flower shop and create like
Bouquets.
okay. No, that and like flower arrangements.
Okay.
I could see that, right? Because she wouldn't want to go to like basically a strip club where they like dance on her. I mean, she's not that type. I mean, Nesta would love that, but Elaine's not.
Right. No, and they wouldn't do like Elaine never trained, so they wouldn't do anything like that.
No. I definitely think she'd want to do something with gardening.
Or she'd be like, let's go on a nature walk. Ew. Like she's so granola.
We can't put our opinion into this, okay? Let's think about this logically.
I nope, I didn't agree to that.
Okay.
I'm
So
kidding.
what would
Okay.
they do? What would they do?
What you said.
The flower arrangements.
Yes.
Okay. Whichever flower bouquet she loves the best gets more time with her.
And it would
Before
be Tamlin because Tamlin has he knows all
that's
the
true.
flowers and the plants in the springtime and whatever.
Yeah.
Because his mom had the gardens, remember? Like that was her garden.
Yeah.
So he
So
know.
Tamlin gets extra time before the night group date, right? Before they
Yeah.
go in.
Yep.
So they probably just talk about the spring court some more, right? Because that's the only thing they can bond over. And he's probably just gonna tell her about like the garden that his mom had, especially on this date.
Mm-hmm. Yep. 100%.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you think he'd kiss her then, or do you think he'd wait?
No,
I
he
think
would.
I think he would too, because like they would be bonding in that
In
moment.
in the gardens too. Yeah, he totally would.
Yeah.
100%.
Because
He
imagine
would,
if like a big like there's like a big flower field by this shop, like they'd probably go out and sit in it and then like he'd kiss her after talking about like what the gardens mean to him and why it's so special because of his mom and
yep.
I could see
Yeah.
it. I could see it. Okay, so we get to the group date at night where they each have different like separate time with her. What do you think is gonna happen? Well, Azrael, I still feel like would put Elaine first and like they would talk about his life a little bit, but I don't think he'd tell her. I know he would not tell her everything that he went through in his childhood. He could probably be like, "Oh yeah, my friends are like my family." Like he'd probably say something along that lines.
He would tell us the story that we already know about how how Rysand found him and like
Yeah.
the bond because she would want to know about like Cassian and Rysand and like that sort of thing, I think,
Yeah. Hmm.
because they are mated to her sisters.
Yeah.
Like that. Like she would care about that. And so he would talk about that.
And I think she would appreciate him like actually sharing like something personal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think he'd kiss her?
No.
I don't think so either.
Nope. I have something in my mind.
Okay.
Not yet.
Okay. Tamlin and Azriel kind of get into it because they don't like each other. And then Azriel uses his time to talk about all that stuff. Tamlin uses his time to complain about Azriel.
Yep, I
Okay.
see. Oh, yep, yep. Yep,
Okay.
yep.
And then Elain will leave the group date feeling bad,
Hmm.
like feeling like upset about it. And Azriel is probably gonna be like, "Why would you do that?" Like that was so stupid. Now she's sad because I feel like Azriel definitely cares about her feelings. Like he would definitely will like care about her feelings this whole time.
So would Tarquin though. But yes.
Yeah, but like out of Azriel and Tamlin, like he would
Yep.
be the one to be like, "Why would you upset her?"
Yep.
And then Tamlin would be like, "Well, she needs to know what kind of person you are."
No, literally, that's exactly what he'd say.
Okay. And I don't think Elaine would give out a group date rose because she's so confused about the drama.
No.
They go to another rose ceremony and they, talk. Tarquin's there, Tamlin's there, and Azriel's there. Okay.
I feel like this is when Lucian shows up.
I feel like that's what I was gonna say. She's talking to one of the guys. Okay. I'm gonna say she's talking to Tamlin. Okay. And then then Lucian just comes out of the shadows and be like, "Can we talk?"
No, oh my God, yeah, he would totally.
Or what if he did? What if he's like, "I need to like talk to my mate," or like give me time with my mate. I feel like he would use the word mate somewhere in there.
Yep, 100%, especially if it's Tamlin, especially if she's talking to Tamlin.
Yes. And the crowd goes wild.
Everybody's like,
So fuck. What is going on?
where did he come from? Anyways,
Anyways, so Tamlin gets pissed, but he leaves. And then he throws a little hissy fit to Azriel and Tarquin mainly. He'd probably talk to Tarquin mainly, complain to him about it. Because Tarquin's just like this chill guy, like,
he's
no drama
neutral.
follows him. Yeah, exactly.
Neutral.
Yes. And then Lucian sits down by Elaine. And what do you think her reaction would be? She'd probably be like, "What are you doing here?"
Mm,
Okay, do you think she would be like quiet and shy and be like, "I don't know what to do with you"? Or do you think she'd have a backbone by this point and be like say what she needs to say?
nope, she wouldn't.
She wouldn't, probably not.
No.
So he'd probably be like, I want to try, like, can you give me a chance? Like, give me an actual chance with these guys. And if you don't choose me at the end of this, and you don't choose me.
Yeah, he would try to choose like the very like noble way of going about it, and she'd be like, I totally understand.
Yeah. And she's too nice. She'd probably be like, yeah, you can stay.
Yep.
After a lot of contemplation, a lot of dramatic background noises, she'd be like, I've decided to let Lucian stay.
Yep.
Hmm.
And Tamlin would want to murder him. And Targon would just be like, what's up, bruh?
Yeah, he'd be like, glad to see you, man.
And Azriel would just kind of like not say anything, but he would just like look at him and just be like quiet. Like
Yeah.
as he does, as the spy, he would just kind of be like, take it
Yeah,
all in.
exactly.
But then he was like, okay, the competition is real now. Like he would like there would be like a mental note, like, okay,
He'd probably be like very not cocky in the interview, but confident in the interview and be like, okay, like all of these other guys were just here, but Lucian actually has a play here.
yup, yup, 100%.
Okay, so Tamlin goes home.
Yeah, I think so. After him complaining about everything, 100%.
Yeah, 100%. She's gonna be like, I don't care for this drama.
No,
And you're the least attractive.
so
She
true.
wouldn't say that on TV because she'd get canceled, but like,
But like he is.
but like he is, yeah. Week 3, there's only 3 left, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Week 3 will be the fantasy suites. How's that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Listen, I've been thinking about this since the beginning, okay? First of all, Azriel would have the last one.
Yes.
Yeah. Tarquin would have the first because she like likes him the most because he's friendly and whatever. She put Lucian in the middle because she's like, okay, like I'm gonna feel him out. Yeah.
Yes.
Tarquin would just like still take her to the summer court again. I think. I think he would
Really,
just
I
like
think he changed it up a bit. I
I
think
don't. Okay, but what
really.
do you think? You tell me.
I don't know if he'd take her to the summer court. It would probably be something that she would like, I feel like. Something that they would like what?
Well, I was thinking maybe he would take her to like there's parts of what is the what is it called? Prythian? Is that what it is? Am I
Yeah, I
remembering that right?
think so, yeah.
He would take her to parts of that where like where it's not cold but it's warm and like there's like meadows and there's like a creek or a lake or whatever and they would basically do what Tamlin and Feyre did. I think, but like not to that extent.
Yeah, I
Like
agree.
as they did in the Starlight Lake, but like not that far.
Yeah, and I feel like Tarquin will just be like I said, like it will be very friendly.
Yeah.
Like he will want to do things that will make her happy, like that'll make them both
Yep.
like it's a normal day, right?
Yep. Yep. I don't know if he, do you think he, I don't know if he'd kiss her even if it's the last one. I don't think he would.
I think he would. Well, these are the fantasy suites, remember?
But it
So
would
they
be
have
very,
the whole night together too, if they want to.
oh,
I
this goes
think
in my plan so much better. Okay.
for Azriel,
Yeah.
okay. So sticking with Tarquin for now, I think he would kiss her, and I think they would go to the fantasy suites, but I don't think they'd do anything. I think they would just talk, and then they would just sleep. And then I feel like she would probably be like, he's a great guy, but like the connection with him isn't as strong as it is with other people.
Okay, not to be weird, but he gives off like gay best friend vibes.
No, for real.
Like literally that's what she would think. Because
No,
that's what he does. That's what he gives off. Like even though he flirted with Farah and like he was very like obviously he's a high lord and like whatever, he still gives off that vibe. Even though he's not,
yeah.
that's the vibe that he gives off.
Yeah, and he's not like terribly heartbroken
No, he's
by
but
it.
but but she'll be like, we can still be friends. Like I still want to come to the summer court. And he would be like, yes, like I would love that. Like come to the summer court, that sort of thing.
Yes, I agree 100%.
Like there would be no sadness in that.
No. And he has other things to worry about. Like he has
Right.
like more like bigger priorities, I feel like.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and then it's Lucian next. And
Yeah.
Lucian has to pull out all of the stops to get her to talk to him, one, like actually talk to him, have a full connection, and then have her bring him to this fantasy suites, even if they don't do anything. But like he this is his moment. It's a make or break for him, right?
Which is exactly why I have no idea what he would do.
I don't
Like I
I
feel like, well,
okay, I have two ways that this could go and how and how I kind of think like actually in the book like how he would be. But like one way it could be like anything she wants, he would do. Like I feel like because she likes cooking, right? Like she does that
yeah,
and
yeah.
yeah. I feel like he would like cook with her and they'd have like this cute moment and like have this whole restaurant to themselves, a whole big kitchen. They'd like bake cookies or something like that. Like I feel like that'd be cute.
I could see that. I could see it.
I could see that. And then I feel like he would another thing that I was
Fine, that's fine.
another thing that I was thinking is that he might in like an actual serious conversation. Like that could be their date, and then an actual serious conversation, he could be like call her out kind of and be like, I'm trying my hardest here. Like you're
Yeah, he would play the like I'm trying to feel her out, but he would like be like, we need to talk about this. Like we need to have this serious conversation. Like I want to get to know you. I
yeah.
can't be with you if we don't have this serious conversation. And she would kind of be like, okay. Like I feel like she's such a pushover that she'd be like, okay.
I feel like she'd come to the conclusion like, yeah, they do actually need to talk because they are mates. And that plays such a big role in it.
Right. And I feel like because she doesn't know. I feel like she would be like, what does this mean? Like, what is being a mate? What does that entail? Like,
Yeah, like she knows like the term, but she doesn't really understand, I feel like.
and I feel like she would ask, like, what happens if I choose not to?
Yeah.
Like, if I reject it.
Yeah, but I definitely think they would stop. Like, I feel like he would stop coddling her and she would stop like fully running away. Like, I feel like they would go to the fantasy suites just so that they can,
Have a deep conversation.
yeah.
Yeah. And I feel like maybe at the end that they would, like, kind of, well, I don't know.
I don't know. I feel
He would
like,
try and she wouldn't want it.
but she'd have to be open to it. I feel like she might like be like, okay, like I'm open to the idea. Like, let me just, like, let's just talk about it, you know?
I feel like they would be the ones that would, like, open up a bottle of wine and then he would, like, not like intoxicate her, but like she would be comfortable, like they would be having this conversation, they would keep having a drink, and she would get to the point where her inhibitions are lowered just enough that she'd be like, okay. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I could see it.
I could see them also talking like throughout the night.
Yeah,
Yeah. Do you think he'd kiss her though?
that's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think that he would. Yeah, that's what I was
Okay.
saying. Like I think that she would be like, okay,
Yeah.
to try it out
Yeah.
because they are mates.
Mm-hmm. And do you think there'd be like a spark? Do you think she'd be like, wait, actually, this might be something? I don't know. I feel like she's confused. I
I
feel
feel
like
like we can't
she's
say it all until after we have all the information.
yes. Okay. So he leaves that night. They talk throughout the night. They had a nice, sweet date. They kissed, and then he left that morning. And then she has a date with Azrael.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you tell me.
Well, I'm just biased, so can you tell?
Yeah.
I feel like Azriel would get to a point where he'd be like Cassian and Rysand was, and this is what I was thinking about from the beginning, is he would be like, if I am to be with you, I need you to be able to defend yourself. And so he would be like, let's go, like cute little gym date sort of situation, but like
Really?
training. And they're like, yeah, I totally would see it.
Okay.
But
I yeah,
not
I
like,
feel like go easy on her.
yeah, it wouldn't be as intense as like Cassian and Nesta, but I feel like it still would be enough for it to be like whatever. And it would be like a Xaden and violence situation. Also, I
I
love
was
how whenever I say violet, I say violence. I just don't even say violet anymore. It would be like a Xaden and violence situation, if you know what I'm saying.
yeah, like he'd pin her to the mat,
Yes.
and then I think that's when he kisses her, right?
Yes. Yup. Yup.
Okay. That's what
Yup.
she was,
Yep. That's exactly what I was thinking. Also
yeah.
because I would want that too. Anyways.
Same. 100%.
Anyway, so that would happen. And then I think like so they would do that in the morning or whatever.
Mhm.
And then I feel like he would also would cook with her.
I could see that. Or I was kind of thinking, what if he winnows her to Valeris and they go to that restaurant? And he like rents out the
Yeah.
whole restaurant just for them.
Okay, you're a genius. He totally would do that. He would totally do that. And they
Yeah,
would dance. They would dance.
they would.
Oh, they
I could
totally would.
I could see it. It'd be cute.
Oh, I want this to be real.
No, because I'm thinking about this and I'm like,
I
so I
would
would like
eat
this
this
and I would
up.
like this.
OMG. I would eat this up. Okay. Yes.
Okay. And then he gets invited back to the fantasy suites.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shadows?
Um, will they sleep together, do you think?
How could you not?
Honestly, I think they would, but I think he'd take it easy on her, if I'm
Okay.
being honest.
Wait. Yeah. Step back, step back, step back, step back. I feel like, okay, they would friend zone each other. Lucy and I feel like they would go not all the way, but they would go about halfway.
I could see it 100%.
Do you
Yeah.
see what I'm saying? Do you
Yeah.
get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't want to say that on like live television. This is television. But you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With Azriel, she would go all the way.
I think she
But
will.
he would take it really easy on her
Yeah.
because we can't be freaky yet. We can't be freaky yet.
No.
Okay.
And he's very respectful. Like
Yes, he's
yes.
very soft,
Yes.
but he's also a warrior. Anyways, I just love him. I'm sorry. Like he's just like
Oh,
I love him.
I know, same. Okay.
Anyway,
So the final rose ceremony. So Tarquin's out, right? I feel like she's confused about Lucian. I feel
yeah.
like that's really confusing her.
Yep.
And I think she likes Azriel, but
Yep.
Lucian's really confusing her and she doesn't know what to
Yep.
do.
Yep.
So what do you think she does?
But don't they sometimes like they're like I need to choose and they don't give a rose away and then they do another, isn't that a thing? Or is that not a thing?
What do you mean?
Like I thought that like sometimes they didn't give a rose and they were like everybody's staying or I'm not choosing anybody
Well,
and
yeah,
then
but if this is the final episode, if this is
but
the
what if she
final,
needs more time?
well, she can't have it.
This is our game. We can tell her if she can have more time. I feel like she could give Lucy I feel like she would want to give him another shot.
I think so too. I think she would be like, actually, before I make this decision, I need to talk to Lucian again.
Yeah, I totally could see that.
Yeah.
And yeah,
And I feel like they'd have like another deep conversation about
like a
them.
Rysand and Farah situation.
Yeah.
See, if that's the case, then I could see her picking him.
I could see her picking him because he would I feel like they would be talking a lot more and a lot more in depth about them and their future than Azriel and Tarquin would with her,
Yeah.
being honest.
Yep.
Because Lucian is all in for a marriage, for a family, for everything with
Yep.
Elain.
Yep.
And I feel like after that conversation, she will leave the show. She'll give him the final rose and
Yeah.
they will leave together but not engaged because they want to see what happens when they're
Yeah,
off
she
the
would want to take her time. Yeah, 100%.
yeah.
Yeah,
And Azra would be heartbroken.
that's fine. And I'll have them.
No, and
Waiting for
then
me.
he would be the next bachelor.
Okay, so episode number 2. Yes,
Yeah.
season 2.
I like Lucian.
I know you do.
Not more than Azrael, but like for Elaine, you know? And their mates. And their mates.
Listen, yeah, that's the thing. And if we're going back to like reality book world,
Reality book world. Wow, so there's there's reality book world, there's fictional book world.
yes, I think that Sarah J. Maas would like Elaine has to end up with her mate because like that's just how it is.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it also would make sense for her to end up with Azriel because Nesta ended up with Cassian. Like, why would she have three and three?
I don't know. But I mean I want obviously Gwen and Azriel to be together. Okay.
Lucian's the big winner.
Wow.
So that's cute. If you expected that, sorry, we just wasted all of your time. But you're
I
welcome.
think it's fun though, like thinking about how they would be though.
What I think is so cool about it though is that we can talk about characters that we only know this much about, but we know enough of their personality that we could figure it out.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. Yeah.
so that's season one of The Bachelorette. Okay. Next, we're going to do season two, but it's gonna be The Bachelor, and we're gonna do Azriel.
Yes.
Actually, in all seriousness, listeners, people out there, if you want to be part of this, I guess apparently this is going to be a new thing. We're doing The Bachelor, The Bachelorette. If you want to be a contestant, you gotta let us know. We'll do lots of characters. I think we should do Asriel. Then I think
Yeah.
we should go out of A Court of Thorns and Roses. I have some people in mind.
We could do Riddick and we could do Fenris, I think.
Fenris would be a good one. I think.
Kieran.
Oh, Kieran, I love him. I love him so much. Kit, should we do Kit?
Yes, we can do Kit.
Uh, Oro because she ain't not ending up with Oro. Screw that.
Okay.
Anyways,
So
would you
would you
rather?
rather? I think we should do like, would you rather go on the boat date with Tarquin, the date with Azriel, where he teaches you some of his fighting moves and then brings you to his favorite restaurant, or
There is no competition.
okay, let's not do Azriel then, because there's no competition. Let's do Tarquin. Would you rather go on the boat date with Tarquin or the cooking date with Lucian?
Ew.
Bruh.
No, I listen, I would do the one with Tarquin just because even though he's very neutral and he plays the friend, I feel like once Elaine is out of the picture, like like like
Yeah,
as a bachelorette, then it would open his mind of like, okay, I can flirt, I can, you know what I mean?
yeah,
So there's possibility of more of it just being friend. And he's tan, and he lives in the summer court. I love the summer. Okay,
yeah.
warm, tan. Yes. Hello. Thank you.
100%. I would do the boat date as well. One, because I don't like cooking. I hate it. Literally, no. Just make me food. I don't want to help you make food.
Okay, well, what if you did that? You could just sit there on the counter.
Okay, well, I guess, yeah. But the boat date, like I love like being on boats. I love like being in like lakes, oceans, whatever. Not oceans actually. That's scary. But if they're but like you know what I mean.
Yes.
I think it would be fun. I think it'd be a cute, fun date with like romance and it'd be like really chill and I wouldn't be like worried about it and stuff. Like I wouldn't be stressed because I feel like I'd be stressed if I was in Elaine's shoes with Lucien because of like the history and stuff.
Yeah. He brings stress. I'm just saying.
He brings stress.
The
But
situation.
I feel like the easy choice for a couple is never the choice. Like if two people get along so well, there's no problems at all. That's not really like that's not
That's
gonna
a
be the
red flag.
yeah. And that's also, I feel like with Azriel and Elaine, like they get along so well. Like there's never been any problems, any drama, no anything like that. And I'm like, well, it's a romantasy book, so I feel like it has to. Like
You
you
have
need
to
to
have
have
some
something.
sort of tension.
Yeah, exactly.
You're
Exactly.
so right. You're so right. Mm.
Anyways,
This was reading between the lines. Thank you for listening. We have, well, obviously this is now a series, but we are reading some new books that are coming out. So we will have another author on. I can't remember her name right now to save my life, but she will be on. We will let you know. Also look for our book club. We're reading Quicksilver, and we're going to do an episode on it coming out February 24th. So if you haven't read it yet, go get it, read it with us, and then our episode will come out. We'll talk about it. You can give us all your opinions. We do have we are collabing with another podcast. I can't remember their names right now again to save my life, but look for that. It won't be on our channel, it'll be on theirs. But we of course will put that out on our Instagram. Look at our TikTok. We also have Tome now, so if you haven't looked at that yet, go look at that. It's the same as everything else, reading between the lines. I think I got everything. If I forgot something, you know where we are. We're on Instagram, so and TikTok and all the things. So cute.
Oh, and stay tuned for an Onyx Storm episode that will be coming
Oh,
eventually,
we're giving you girls that are slow readers more time to read Onyx Storm. You're welcome.
which I'm a slow reader because I just finished it. So,
Yeah, we're giving you time to just breathe it in and think about it when then we talk about our theories.
yes.
Okay, that's all. I think we did it. Go team.
Go team.